You asked us about the phenomenon known to you as the Mandela effect, whereby a large group of individuals have collective memories of events and situations that did not actually occur in your known history or perceived known history. We have spoken before regarding bleed-through from alternate timelines that, shall we say, are close to yours. To explain this Mandela effect phenomenon, we would speak to you regarding the nature of time itself. There are multiple possibilities and probabilities. In actual fact, there are infinite possibilities. We look here at multiple probability as individual timelines. For each probable field is in fact a timeline. For everything that can be conceived of by you, by each and every one of you, exists. We repeat, everything that can be conceived of by you exists. For thought creates reality. This includes your decisions, your choices, and your thoughts regarding decisions and choices. However, a probability does not become a manifested timeline if your vantage point is a linear one. Even within the fifth dimensional reality, probabilities do not become manifested timelines. They manifest as actual experiences depending on the vantage point of the viewer of the timelines. They sit within a probability field until they are viewed. And by viewed, we mean that consciousness has awareness of that probability. Once they are viewed, they are manifested in a multidimensional sense. They become manifest as actual experience only when experienced. Therefore, from your vantage point, the only timeline that is made manifest is the one you experience. Other timelines sit within the probability field. Yet to the alternate quantum aspects of self, within the quantum universe, moving along the horizontal field of the matrix, these probabilities are manifest to the alternate selves that experience them. We give to you here a picture of timelines running alongside each other, like pathways, streams, or tracks. This aids ease of visualization and processing to the linear mind. However, in truth, this is not the picture of reality. For these tracks crisscross over one another, if you will, or twist around each other. For in truth, time is circular, or indeed is a spiral or a fractal. A most aligned way to view these individual timelines is to unravel this spiral or fractal, as if one were unraveling a ball of wool, so to speak. If one were to visualize these tracks running alongside each other, then converging together at certain points, one would be viewing an aligned model of time. These convergence points would contain multiple timelines, so would be a central point within a group of timelines, like a meeting place or a merge point. We refer to these points as node points. Node being the most aligned word in your language currently to explain these points. The reason why the word node is the most aligned is beyond the scope of this transmission. Suffice it to say, we would ask you to look at mathematics, physics, specifically sound waves, technological systems, biology as in nature and natural structure, both within cellular biology, neuroscience, and within the natural world. If you wish to look deeper into these node points within time. For your physical reality and your physical structure mirrors that which you know as time. Patterns repeat, copies of each other if you will. This is the fractality and the holographic nature of your universe and your larger reality. Convergence points, interaction points, or intersection points would also be a lined way to explain these nodes. And the very central point of the node, the point where the timelines intersect and become one, or should we say become none, would be the point known as 0 point. So within time, we have tracks or streams running independently to each other, converging together, crisscrossing over each other or superimposing into each other, becoming one collective point known as a node point. Within your own personal reality blueprint, there are node points, probabilities that exist in all timelines that you can experience. This you know as fate or destiny. Yet this is, in actual fact, your node point, your convergence point. The probability of you experiencing that which is within the node point is 99.9%, set and destined. The reason why it is not 100% surety is that the experience does not become 100% until it is experienced. Up until it is experienced, it remains within the probability field, even at 99.9%. When you view the node point of your own personal reality blueprint, it is as if the node point is in front of you, for you are travelling along a linear stream or track in order to reach the node point. From the higher perspective, one looks down upon time, if you will. One takes the overview. One looks through the eyes of one's guidance system. One will then see multiple tracks coming in from all directions, merging together within a convergence point, the node point. This looks somewhat like a giant web. Indeed, this may look to you like a fractal. If one moves outwards and takes a higher overview, if you will, the web moves to show other webs, each with their own convergence points, the node points. This is an accurate model of time from one vantage point. For time can be viewed from many angles and will look very different depending on the viewing angle. However, we take this viewpoint for ease of explanation regarding the Mandela effect. When timelines converge into a node point, then each timeline is affected by the other. The node point is the point where one timeline can be jumped off, if you will, and a new one jumped onto, or indeed into. This is a natural occurrence and happens frequently. However, node points occur more frequently in time depending on the chaos factor, if you will, within that particular reality. Moving into chaos factors within reality is a whole other transmission. Let us just say that at times of chaos, we mean this in a sense of that which occurs as a trigger for profound change on many levels simultaneously. At times of chaos, node points are more frequent within time. Also, this is how it is perceived for those experiencing time, both linear and non-linear. In truth, there is balance within the frequency of node points. Yet this is experienced as a quickening by those experiencing chaos factors within their reality, changing the perception of time. This quickening of node points, the increasing frequency of them, causes several effects, shall we say, depending on the level of resonating light within the individual. For the jumping from one timeline into another can occur for one individual, groups of individuals, or an entire planet. When the jumping from one timeline to another occurs at the convergence point, memory within individuals is matched from one timeline to another, meaning that it is the consciousness of the alternate self that is experienced, and all memories that are part of that reality of that alternate self. Yet when chaos factors occur within reality, causing quickening of node points, this affects all of reality, time and space around the points of the chaos. This causes an acceleration of consciousness within individuals within those converged timelines. We could also say that the acceleration in consciousness within the individuals reaching a critical mass point is what causes the chaos factor in the first place. Both events occur simultaneously and are in fact convergence points of their own. When an acceleration of consciousness occurs within an individual, they become more aware of their entire reality. Therefore, their own memory matrix is entering a convergence point or node point as they become so unified within their reality and with their reality, and thus with their timeline. This convergence within their own memory matrix, creating multidimensional thought processes rather than linear thought processes, would create a barrier or shield, if you will, regarding amnesia of previous timeline when jumping into new timeline. Meaning, the individual in the new timeline may retain the memories of the previous timeline. Some individuals may hold awareness of two different selves or several different selves and retain memory of the previous timeline as well as memories within the new timeline. This is all a normal part of reality. We say normal to mean natural. This is the way of reality. Yet it does not seem normal for those experiencing retained memory. This is part of becoming multidimensional, for your thoughts and your reality are intertwined. You are now at a point in your development as a planetary collective where you are experiencing multiple node points. Each gateway or stargate you move into, such as your 21st of December Ascension Culmination Point, your Lion's Gate, your numerological vortices, solstices, equinoxes, eclipses, these are all node points. These node points hold a difference in size or mass, if you will. Some are large, some are small. That is a whole other transmission. Your own birthday, when you are aware and activated, is a node point within your personal blueprint. These node points are moments of opportunity where you can choose to jump timelines if you wish. Regarding the memory convergences and the multidimensional awakening, this can be most disorientating for many individuals, which is why we say to you, to all of you, remain grounded at this time. This is why metaphors such as hold on to your hats, or strap your seatbelt in, or buckle up, are coming through so many conduits and channels. You are moving from node point to node point, stargate to stargate, opportunity to opportunity. And many of you are jumping timelines constantly. Now, we will say to you that there is technology available on your planet to create a planetary jumping of timelines. However, we speak here of natural occurrences, not technologically created ones. When you are aware and follow the inner guidance and knowing, with your alignment to light as your North Star, if you will be immune from these control-based technologies, for they cannot infiltrate one who holds the frequencies and patterns of love and light within. When one enters a 0-point field space, one can create their own node points, if you will, and choose to jump timelines. When one is sensitive to energies, connected and aware, one will intuitively sense when these planetary node points are occurring. They will coincide with one's own individual reality blueprint node points, and doors of opportunity for change will be constantly made available. On a physics level of reality, the Mandela effect is the bleed through from one timeline to another during the node point convergence, for timelines affect each other during the node points. On a personal, biological, individual level, the Mandela effect is the consequence of jumping timelines during the node point convergence, and due to multidimensional triggering, retaining memories from the previous timeline, or holding dual or multiple memories. For the awakened, aware, grounded individuals, this is joyful, understood, and gives clarity regarding the nature of true reality and self. For those who are triggered and awakening yet have not yet processed energetic information in the form of light, or individuals who are ungrounded, then this can be a confusing and puzzling time. Indeed, it can be a fearful time. For anyone experiencing the Mandela effect and holding confusions and fears, we say to you, seek out the healers, consciousness coaches, dimensional travelers, shamans, channels, conduits, aware light workers, and those who are able to jump timelines with awareness, confidence, and joy. For these individuals are called to assist you, and your connection with these individuals is in itself a node point within your own reality. This is why we say you have but to ask, for when you ask, you become consciously aware of a node point within your reality. When you ask with a pure heart. For you cannot hold bliss, joy, bliss-charged love, desire, asking, for that which is not in alignment for you. And that which is in alignment for you are node points, convergence points, unified field of 0-point possibility. Your own personal and your planetary, universal and cosmic stargate. There is much we could say on this matter, for as we have said, there are many ways to view time, many ways to affect and interact with time, and therefore many ways to explain what you term the Mandela effect. This we would simply term multidimensional awareness. Not only are there those in physical incarnation that are here to assist you through these coming times of reality change, or should we say coming times of higher awareness of reality, but you each have a guidance system around you and within you that presents in many different forms. Following your heart, inner joy and alignment is the way forward. Whichever spiritual discipline you choose to engage in, or whichever belief system you subscribe to, an inner knowing that you are intrinsically connected to reality is a paradigm to embrace, for it is indeed truth. You are not only connected to reality and are able to affect it and interact with it, but you are it. You are reality. You are all that is. For all that is exists within all that is you. We are the white-winged collective consciousness of 9.